If today's verdict in the Rod Blagojevich trial is any indicator at all as to just how fed up we Americans are when it comes to crooked politicians and big business that pollutes and corrupts the political that is currently polluting and corrupting the political process and our democracy as a whole, then I'm shaking in my bootstraps right about now. If I'm Wisconsin Governor Scott Brown, heck, even if I'm one of the Koch brothers themselves, I'm shaking in my bootstraps because I know Scott Brown will try to cut a sweetheart deal for himself and turn state's evidence against me. Now, if you were one of the Koch brothers, would you want to take the chance of him not doing it? I wouldn't. That's because Scott Brown knows that his business doings with the Koch brothers falls right in line with what Rod Blagojevich got caught doing. Only thing is, Scott Brown hasn't even been investigated yet. But that's the key word. Yet. Considering the message the jury in the Blagojevich trial sent, though, it is only a matter of time until the federal government rears its collective ugly head in the direction of Scott Brown and the Koch brothers and start doing a little poking and prodding around to see what, to see what they can dig up. Why do I think this will happen? Simple. Among the many things that Scott Brown is accused of doing, much of which will be posted on the show notes of this first post, Scott Brown is known for making the formation of unions illegal in Wisconsin, which, by the way, is itself is illegal and unconstitutional, as was the way in which the bill went through the legislative process. That too is illegal. Oops. Yeah, Governor Brown also, but in addition to the busting of unions and the illegal tactics used in that process, the governor also brokered some state government contracts for a variety of projects to none other than, you guessed it, the Koch brothers, without a fair bidding process, I might add. That is also illegal. Now, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, on the other hand, simply outlawed the forming of unions in his state, which, of course, is illegal. And but also, in addition to that, the tactics he used to get the Democrats to swing his way will undoubtedly come under questioning and scrutiny, if they aren't already. And their motives for doing these things, Governor Brown and Governor Christie, their motives for doing these things, in both cases, quite simple. It's called balancing the budget. Problem is, though, they're doing it on the backs of small labor and at the expense of small labor. But in this process, one can't help but to wonder just how quickly do their feeble, pea-sized brains, if you can call them that, forget just who it was who went into the Twin Towers on 9/11, and in the coming days and weeks afterward. It wasn't big corporations. Ho ho! Oh no, they were running as far as they could, and as fast as they could to get to Jersey. While the firefighters, the EMS, and then the cops, they were all heading into the buildings, while everybody else was heading out. How quickly do they forget that? You know, how quickly do people like Scott Brown and Chris Christie forget, you know, that in their efforts of trying to run government like a business? Bottom line is this, and getting back to the Blago trial, I'll say again that if I'm Governor Scott Brown or the Koch brothers, I think I'd be shaking in my bootstraps if I were them. Because like I said, it's only a matter of time before the federal government starts starts knocking on their door. Be sure to check me out, and that is the Political Rewrite. Be sure to check out the blog at the political. Be sure to check out the blog and the YouTube channel for more information. Until then, I'm Pat Cook, and that is today's Political Rewrite.